How many times have you fallen? How many times have you gotten hurt? How many times have you injured yourself? How many times have you been through something that was tough? My name is Joad and welcome to my channel. When I was younger, I was riding a bike. I was riding my bike and I was trying to ride it as fast as possible. I was riding it so fast that when I turned it just a little bit, the whole handle turned and I flipped. My entire knees were bloody, like super bloody. And I didn't even realize it. I ended up walking back home. There was a lady that asked, hey, did you want to ride home? Because she saw like my knees were bloody and like super bloody. I didn't even look at it. I didn't even pay attention to it until I got home, because when I got home, the look on my mom's face was like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? Because there was oozing, dripping blood and I had scraped my knees completely. The skin was completely off and it was like huge. It was like the entire knees caps. The reason I was riding fast, because I was trying to ride fast so somebody wouldn't see me, and I was trying to be sneaky. Of course, I was not sneaky whatsoever because they saw me because I got hurt. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I was a kid. It did not work out at all. Let's just say it was definitely a learning experience. I've gotten hurt so many different times. Anytime I work on something, I always get paper cuts. Like, I don't know how I get them. I don't know why I get them, but I always do. Whenever I'm working on something, it's always like a small, tiny cut. I don't realize it until I wash my hand. And then when I wash my hands, that's when you get like the small burning sensation. It's happened to me quite a bit. Even got to the point where I keep bandages everywhere I go. Everywhere with me at all times. Like, I haven't kept bandages even though I do get like small cuts here and there. I try to be more careful, but it doesn't always happen that way. How many of you are accident prone like me? How many of you just work on something and then the next minute you know you have like cuts or something and you don't even know why? You weren't even paying attention. You were just too busy in the zone doing what you need to do, and that was it. And then you realize afterwards, hey, you had a cut or you hurt yourself or something like that. Leave a comment down below and let me know. The second thing that I've learned, that you have your ups and downs. You have your good days, you have your bad days. You have your positivity, you have your hardships, and you just have to be able to enjoy and be happy in each situation, which is not easy, the least to say. Every single day, you have to make it enjoyable. You have to keep a positive outlook. You have to know that you are worth it. And that's the hardest part. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's saying, yeah, I'm ugly because like 100 girls rejected me, or for other people, 100 guys rejected you, or whatever the situation. And other days where the one girl that you like finally acknowledges you and you're super happy and excited and just thrilled. And you're like, wow, I'm hot, I'm sexy, I'm good. It's amazing. It's amazing to have that feeling. It's amazing to have the positivity. But let's talk about the negativity. Let's talk about when you get so many rejections. You get rejection just by walking up to a girl. You get rejection by just saying hi to a girl, and then automatically she just says no, no, no. You can let them feel what they feel, but you gotta feel strong in your own sense. You gotta feel powerful in your own sense. You have to be humble enough to know your worth, to know your value. But that doesn't mean that you look down on somebody else. That doesn't mean you bring somebody else down. You do have to be smart about it, say the right words, and move on. Next thing that I want to talk about is a lot of the jobs. A lot of companies are letting so many different people go. The 11,000, half of the workforce of Twitter, Microsoft, Google, all of these different companies are letting people go. They're letting more than 10, 12,000 people go at one time. Let's talk about Ford. Ford lets go people too. Look at GM. They are gonna have to let go too. Like, all these different companies let go on a regular basis. Every time they do let go, people have to start over again. People have to look for another job. People have to reevaluate where their next step is gonna go. The reason I created this video is because of that. Because so many people are gonna go through hardships, and then there's gonna be a few people that are gonna go through even harder ships, from making $100,000, $300,000 to barely making enough at your retail store, making 10 or 11 or 12 or $15 an hour. The most humbling experience in your life, and the hardest humbling experience. because one, you have customers that sometimes disrespect you because of the position that you have, just because that you're working in a retail store where they know that you don't make enough money, where they know that, oh my God, is this the best that you can do? That's what they think. They don't know you, they don't know your life, they don't know the choices that you made, they don't know how you got there. But doing that doesn't make you less than, doesn't make you a nobody just because you have to do it because of your circumstances. Doesn't mean that, yes, it's gonna be the hardest. It's gonna be like you've fallen so far down below, but don't quit just because you get disrespected. Don't quit just because it's hard. Don't quit right away, because if you don't have anything else lined up, if you don't have any opportunities, you won't have financial income. You won't have money coming in. You need at least some money coming in. Granted, it might not be enough, but it's something. It's something enough to keep you going. It's enough to make sure that you have at least some food on the table. Because granted, a lot of these small retail stores can't afford it, or can afford it, but they don't want to pay it. Each situation is different. Each situation varies, because the people that own the company that they're making money, they have to be able to pay the higher ups too. What you have to consider is, yes, it's going to be the most humbling and hardest experience ever. Yes, you might have an engineering degree, you might have a science degree, you might have a pre-doctorate degree, but guess what? If you have to, do it for a little while. Do it to learn humility. Do it to learn your strength. Do it to build your character. Because in any situation, if you're not making money and you don't have a job and you have no opportunity or prospects, how are you going to survive? So do it and understand. Do it and learn from it. Do it to treat others better. Do it to show what the world, who you are, what you're capable of, and how many times, no matter how many times you have to go through that, because I've gone through it. I've had jobs where I was making nice money to having to be forced to work at a retail store just to get by. And I've done it, and I've done it humbly. I've done it quietly with strength, meaning I don't allow certain people to disrespect me. I don't disrespect people as well. I disrespect them by telling them go away. I tell them I'm not going to help you. I tell them that just because this is what you believe doesn't mean this is what I am. You don't know me and I don't know you. When you're done trying to disrespect me, you better leave, because I'm not going to help you. Know how to control that situation. Know how to use your power. Learn to control yourself, but learn to use your power. Build your power. Build your strength. Build your perspective. Build on your life. My name is Jawad, and thanks for watching.